Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I am your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on October 31st or November 1st, 2025, depending on where you're at. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm only giving you the date, that way you know I don't repost. If you do like my videos, I post 2 fresh videos every single day, sometimes more. One is around 6 p.m. and the other one is at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, Florida time in the US. And if you like to chat and hang out with other people, we would love to have you at my 10:30 p.m. Video and hang out with us. Anyways, in the pre-shuffle, I'm doing for November. Okay, this is the intention is for the month of November 2025, and I will put 2 astrology links that I follow in the description box. I will do that. I don't think I'm going to get to timestamp because I'm already kind of running late with getting this video done, and I have some obligations, obviously, because it's Halloween night and I have some obligations, pass out candy and stuff like that to my neighborhood kids. Anyways, this came out, Metamorphosis. All right, I'm going to pull more, but I was afraid this might not come out. Now, there is a beautiful change coming. All right. Like I said, the intention is for November. Now, we do have some trines happening in November. We have a retrograde, but I feel this is a retrograde where you're going to get a lot of stuff finished, like stuff that you already started. I feel like it's going to be very productive. I feel like you're going to get a lot done this month because I just feel like you're just going to be motivated. All right. Like I said, I will put the 2 links of the astrology people that I follow. One is, well, this one came out, so I'm gonna leave this here in the pre-shuffle. One is Astrolata, and she gets into all kinds of astrology, Vedic and everything. And then the other one is Tanya Gabrielle. I like Tanya Gabrielle because she looks at the I don't know if she calls them geo points. I don't know what she calls them, but she tracks the hurricanes, and she looks at where everything is lining up, and she's been very accurate with how some of these storms hit and stuff like that. And Astrolata has been very accurate with like shifts and world events, and she goes back in history and kind of tells you things that happened in history when the stars looked very similar to how they look now. So those are the only 2 I follow, but I feel like November is a really good productive month, and I feel like it's going to go just as fast as the other months have, for real. So let's see what wants to come out for you for November, Aquarius. That was a lot. Look at that. Follow the leader. Okay, this came out here, Metamorphosis. We got Mountain in the reverse. Now, these cards are meant to be taken in the reverse. In case I need the book. Is it in here? Yeah. Now, I've already looked up this. Metamorphosis and Mountain. Yeah, you're definitely getting over some sort of major obstacle or challenge in the month of November. And it could be any obstacle, any challenge in your life. I always say health because we all have to deal with health issues, right? We have to deal with our body and our physical body. So expect positive changes. Anything you've started that you haven't got to finish, definitely make November that time. Make November that time. I feel like you'll be supported. Follow the leader, magical shapeshifter, magical map shifter. So I really feel like there's someone following you here. Numbers that are sticking out. You got 25 and 52. That's mirroring numbers. So, and I see the clock. The clock is in a couple of where I saw another clock. Where did I see it? Oh, right here. Clock and clock. All right. I also feel it's a good time to ground yourself. Someone is about to follow you. I don't know if you're going to have followers. I don't know if it's a person. But yeah, you're taking the lead in something, and you're about to have somebody following you doing it. All right. Maybe multiple people. You could be a trendsetter. I mean, it happens. You know, you start cutting off the arms of your shirt and everybody else starts cutting off the arms of the shirt. Yeah, there's somebody that's in a deep freeze. All right, so there's a major metamorphosis that's going to happen between you and another person. All right, and it's going to be whatever some sort of blockage or challenge in that relationship was. So I really feel like you're going to have big improvements in a relationship. All right, especially in one that might have been stagnant or one that there could have been some challenges or some blockages. I feel like somebody's going to get on board. I feel like somebody is going to see your point of view. It's a matter of time. And again, literally, like if this is doing a channel or doing something like that, I mean, there's followers here. So if you needed to hear that, I really support everybody who wants to do, excuse me, now my throat wants to act up. Yeah, I support everyone who wants to do a channel, but know that the powers that be, know that the small amount of people who make a large amount of decisions are not going to want you to think for yourself. They're not going to want you to overcome challenges and obstacles, especially if it means you disconnect from their matrix. So remember that. And it might cause some sort of shitstorm when you remove yourself from whatever to make some sort of thing happen for you. And then whatever it does, it seems to sort of activate a person who's been frozen solid. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of major awakening. Hopefully it doesn't take one of these to bring it, but it probably will. Some of you could be February 9th. Hopefully I'm not the one getting the tower on February 9th, but we also got the 25th, the 26th. Those could also be of January. It doesn't have to be any. It could be 2/5, February 5th, February 6th, February 9th. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't even worry about that stuff. We got strength in the reverse and the sacred pool. Sacred pool is a sacred connection, sacred energy. 47. So you could be seeing 4s at 7s, 11s, definitely 7s. A lot of numbers here make 7. 4s again, and here 44. So we got 3 4s, 4 4s. Yeah, 4 4s all together here. You could be seeing a lot of 4s. If you are seeing a lot of 4s, because I see a lot of 4s, it's always angels protecting you and surrounding you. All right. So did I say my intro? I'm so preoccupied. I'm so preoccupied with everything that has to go on, and I'm running late. If I forgot to say my intro, I want to be the first person to tell you guys that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. I really want to thank you guys for being here. I really do. I'm just preoccupied today. I could have said this the second time. I don't even know. I'm just so much in the moment right now. Yeah, I'm so much in the moment. There's a lot going on in November. Expect really good things in November, okay? It's going to be fast, all right? But this whole year has been fast. You may feel motivated to finish things you've started. It could be anything. I'll give you an example in my own life. I started doing things outside, and before it got really, really hot, I started some projects outside. I'm going to probably finish those projects now that it's cooler, but I was mowing grass in the summertime for myself and for my neighbors, and I couple things I wanted to do for myself I kind of put to the wayside because number one, I wasn't sure if I'd be here. Number two, I wasn't, I don't know. So maybe you're going to find yourself in that kind of thing too, where you're like, I might as well go ahead and fix this. Another idea it reminds me of is like when you have a car and the car is breaking down and you're like, I'm not going to fix that because I'm getting another one. So I'm just, I'm not going to fix that. And then before you know it, you're like, you have to fix it. Like the brakes are going out. Oh, yeah, I got to fix that. I guess I'm going to have the car longer than I thought. Let me go ahead and fix the brakes, whatever. It can just be simple stuff that you started or stuff that needs to be fixed. And it didn't get fixed. And it's like, okay, let me go ahead on and do that. Anyways, 3 of Wands. We're talking about November, and November is pretty much honest, but this talks about the future, the 3 of Wands, what to expect here. 7 of Wands and 5 of Coins. Ace of Blades. So you might be hearing some news, all right, or finding out some information, all right, and it leads to some sort of change. I mean, there's like a huge, like, this is major awakening, all right. Somebody walking away from something. You see how this person is just walking away? They're like, look, this isn't me no more. This isn't my life anymore. This isn't whatever. So someone could be walking away from a life that just isn't meant for them anymore. They've outgrown it, all right. It doesn't have to be always walking away from people, but it's like when you quit smoking, when you quit drinking, when you quit things that are bad for you, you kind of have to find new friends, right? You can't quit drinking if your friends drink, and you can't quit smoking if your friends smoke. So it's kind of like there might be something you're walking away from. You might be thinking about going on a new journey, but this could be somebody walking away from something and coming toward you, because the Fool is back here, which means it might be on someone's mind. I got to get my nails done. They're falling off. So if you see that, so sorry. Anyways, we're going to continue to pull more cards out because I talk a lot. Ooh, 5 of Cups. Somebody's at the cemetery. Somebody's in regret. Somebody's like, I wish I would have said something to this person. I wish. I hope. Listen. A lot of change is happening. It's been happening, okay? This kind of change that causes someone's awakening, and I feel like it's external to you, could be very monumental. Very monumental. I really hope somebody isn't awakened by the loss of another person, because I got like a tower and I got a cemetery and a 5 of Cups. I don't like it. I don't like it, but whatever this is, somebody awakens to, okay? They awaken to it. I need to move away from this. I need to stop doing this, or I need to go toward Aquarius because, again, follow the leader. You know what I mean? Maybe you've done some really good positive changes and someone's like, man, I just need to get on board with Aquarius. I just do. I just do. My phone. It's my brother. Oh, shoot. I'll call you back, brother. I was supposed to send him money for a pizza. Sorry, brother. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to send him some money for pizza. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. He asked me if I could send the money for pizza earlier, and I forgot. My brother has a disability, so he lives on a limited income. I try to help him best I can. Anyways, we're going to see what else wants to come out. Somebody is going through major medical. Here it come out again. Oh, God, I hope it ain't with a Pisces person. We have Queen of Cups in the reverse, but it could be, you know, it could be deep love, all right? This Queen of Cups, it could be a love or someone that they don't have in their life. We're going to clarify. I hope somebody doesn't lose somebody, is what I'm hoping. Because I'm getting a terrible stump. I'm getting a terrible pain. I really hope somebody doesn't lose somebody. But somebody could lose somebody. And it causes them. It doesn't mean it has to be today. Maybe they could lose someone. Maybe they've already lost someone, and it's made them change. It's kind of like, I'll give you an example. My grandfather, when he had open heart surgery, I said, oh, I am never eating, you know, all the stuff that they told me that caused the blockage for him. I'm like, I'm never going to eat. I'm going to change my diet. I mean, when I saw my grandfather go through open heart surgery and the 3 months afterwards, I'm like, I'm not doing that ever. You know, of course I did. Of course. It's hard to completely straighten your life up like that. But it's like something that happens to somebody and it's like, I'm not doing that. Or it's like losing somebody to drinking and driving, and then somebody quits drinking. You know, they're done. They quit drinking. I feel like it's monumental, and I really hope somebody doesn't lose somebody. He's a card of Pisces, and he's a female, and there's drinking, and there's a regret. I don't know what the hell it is. So I just hope, I hope for the best, because I do believe that we can always jump to our higher timelines. But for whatever reason, and even if it's external to you, there's something that's going on. We have a Virgo right here, a Knight of Pentacles, six of Blades in the reverse. That's being stuck, and Eight of Wands in the reverse. So this is like being stuck, not knowing what to say. I'm getting a couple other messages. It might not. Give me a second. Okay, it's like, if I want to be a little more cryptic, because I'm getting something here. We have this Knight of Coins. In the reverse, it could be something that's speeding up. Somebody could have Virgo on the chart. Doesn't really matter here. The Six of Blades is being stuck. Now, if you look at this six, when it's reversed, it's being stuck. When it's upright, it's moving beyond something's difficult. You see how there's all this ice here? And they could potentially fall through this. It's a body of water, all right? There's a backpack here, all right? So somebody leaves something behind to move forward, but this came out in the reverse. So imagine if this were to break, they're going to fall in the water. They are stuck, right? But this has to do with travel or communication. So there could be travel delays for November. There could be delays in communication, but ultimately there's some sort of major change. And if somebody does lose somebody during the month of November, my condolences if anybody does lose anyone in the month of November, but I'm telling for this reading, if somebody does lose somebody, it seems like it causes some effing metamorphosis in their life. It's a statement death if someone dies like that. It's not a regular death. It's like it's a statement. And it really is a statement to get like a family member to stop doing something. It's like the statement. If somebody dies, okay, it's like that. But I really feel like let's keep it more neutral and happy. Damn. Eight of Wands, reverse. They don't know what the hell to say to you. They're stuck. All right. Stuck, missing you, in regret over the past, does not know what to say to you, okay? If that sounds more like your timeline, let's stick to it. I'm one of those people, if I sit there and I start looking at cards, it'll go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's just going to get everybody really probably angry. Because, Eight of Blades reverse, there's a release. The world, there's a new beginning, okay? A new beginning after an ending. That's how the world works. It's a revolving door. It's also travel. What's also interesting is everybody in this world card is paying attention. Look, everybody, she's looking, she's looking, she's looking, she's looking. This person over here is not. This person over here is preoccupied while everybody else is noticing. So that's sticking out to me for some reason. This person is not noticing. This is a Seven of Coins right here. Seven of Coins, this is a store owner, right? Someone's trying to give this person money, and the dog and everyone's like, aren't you paying attention? Seven of Pentacles is like, no, I'm just kind of wasting time here. So I really feel like if something has taken too long to happen or develop, and it's showing up as, wasted time, something happens. Some major metamorphosis of a transformation happens, better believe it. And I feel like it's coming through the storm fields. There's something that's coming that's causing this. There is a masculine or a person. I heard masculine, but remember, that can be a male or female body. But there's an energy of somebody who is stuck. And they're stuck because they're unaware Like, I'm not seeing like financial reasons somebody's stuck. Financially, somebody seems to be okay. This is like someone is stuck because they're not paying attention to something. And whatever this major metamorphosis, this major storm that happens that causes this change, it's going to be unforgettable. I really feel like it's going to be unforgettable, because I feel like it's going to be a statement. Like, it's going to be like, it's a statement, and someone's going to change. Nine of Blades, it came out in the reverse. Someone could get a wake-up call, like a wake-up call. Somebody is getting a wake-up call. I almost feel like I'm getting sick. All right, I'm going to continue my reading, and then I'm going to, at the end of the reading, okay, anybody who wants to stay on can listen to the end of the reading of what I channeled, because I've been avoiding, I've dreamt about this and everything, and I don't know if that's what's coming out. I don't know. I'm going to leave those cards there. I'm going to continue reading. I'm going to clarify. And if you want to hear what I've been channeling, because I don't know who the message is for, I will tell you at the end. All right. We're going to continue. Three of Wands, November. What's coming up here, November? Seven of Wands, challenges. Okay, what challenges? I feel like you're going to get a lot done, though. You personally, I don't even see your energy other than the World card. You're fixed. You're part of this, but it's in the upright. So it's like there's some sort of major change between you and another person. But the way that causes this unfreezing, this push, this metamorphosis, it's that part. It's like a wake-up call for somebody. I just don't feel like it's you, but it could be. It could be you. You could be the one with the wake-up call. You're like, I'm not going to stick around with this. No. Here's that Seven of Pentacles. And there's that Two of Cups right there. There's somebody thinking about you. And I know that it comes out a lot. But you know what? Think about it. You could have a lot of people thinking about you. It doesn't always have to be the person that you have on your mind. There could be anyone thinking about you, and you're not even aware of it. But this is really somebody who's thinking about coming in hot, fast. It's almost as if it was some sort of promise made to the universe. Princess of Cups, Ace of Swords, reverse. Yikes. Either this is somebody expressing to you their awakening, expressing to you something that they went through and they've changed. Okay? Or somebody finding something out. Again, we're starting off like that because remember, there's going to be a metamorphosis of how it comes about. It's like, okay, somebody finds out something and it causes change. Even if it's health issues, like somebody finds out, oh, I have a bunch of kidney stones. They quit drinking soda, but it's major. Like a kidney stone is painful. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, all I gotta do is just quit drinking soda. All right, you know, it's something like that that causes a metamorphosis. But we have the High Priestess here, and we have the Hangman in reverse. Oh boy. Now, if you had a premonition and you said something and it comes true, boy, somebody's changing instantly. I want to know why someone's in such a deep freeze. We're going to clarify that too. Oh, these other cards came out, right? Oh yeah, this is what I want to talk about at the end. Okay. Very, I feel like I'm picking up on somebody's sort of scatterbrain energy more than mine. I have my moments, but I feel like this is somebody who is so scatterbrain or so stuck. It's because they can't probably make a decision. And if they can't make a decision, there could be something causing that, like a literal disability. And my brother called, he's got a disability. Someone could be stuck because they're distracted. Definitely someone is distracted. I see that. Tell me about the Five of Coins. This wants to come out though. The High Priestess here, the Hangman. The High Priestess did come out. That's Pisces energy. It's like whatever this information is, someone was unaware of it. It's like, unbeknownst to me, I did not have a clue. But you might have had a clue. Maybe something happens to somebody and they didn't see it coming, but you saw it coming, and you're like, this can be a premonition. This can be a, for me in the upright, it's like you knew something and you held it back. Almost like if you know who this person is and you're like, yeah, they're going to hit a wall and then they'll be back. Or yeah, you know, you're showing up here. I feel like that, but it is also Pisces, Virgo energy. Tell me more about the High Priestess. The Chariot. Oh my God. I'm going to continue the reading, but I'm really going to have to talk about the dream I had. Because I don't know who it's for. It might be for somebody who watches this video. There's no way I would know this. Okay. Yikes, and I got chills. Somebody gets some sort of awareness and it causes their instant awakening, and they're really pissed off about it. They're really pissed off because I really feel like it has something to do with an empress. I hope nobody loses their mom, but it also could have something to do with because it also could have something to do with losing a divine feminine. Whatever this is, this person wakes up and it's almost like they're pissed off. It really is. It's almost like they're pissed off. But it's almost like you knew. It's almost like you knew. You're like, yeah, I knew this would happen. But what could I do? What could I do? Tell me about the Five of Cups. So we got strong water energy, got strong Pisces energy here. Pisces is the strongest. I got Scorpio, Virgo, Virgo again. Pisces, Virgo are the strongest energies I got right here, right now. And either a smaller soul child or something like that. Now, if anybody has some sort of major crisis or emergency, they do change. They do line up with you. I don't know if they'll need your help. Again, follow the leader over here. Okay, it seems like you have the map to something. All right. Somebody becomes awakened. It maybe has something to do with this blueprint, this Schumann resonance, and all of this, these solar flashes where people are, starseeds are talking about instant downloads, instant awakenings. It could be like that, but it's like somebody becomes aware and it just unfreezes them instantly. But I just see so much anger with this. I just see so much anger with this. I do. It's almost like somebody is so angry when they awaken because of the time that was lost. Wow. Tell me about judgment. Tell me about judgment. Landed on the mountain reverse and the magical map shifter. Oh boy. I mean, I was guided to use this deck because there's a lot of angry cards in this deck, and there is someone who's going to be angry. This is like, again, somebody awakens. Somebody's angry. I feel like if somebody's not a Leo involved, I feel like somebody, this is this. Because the Strength card is the power couple. All right? It's the power couple. It's the, you know, you each other have what the other one doesn't. That's the way I take it, okay? It's like Empress energy and the Beast, okay? It's the lion and the person with it. It's like this. The Strength card would be these two cards together. It's the lion and the person taming the lion, which is the Empress. Now they just have basically the Empress here. But this is a metamorphosis happening between you and another person. I don't know who the person is, but this person has been frozen and stuck in time, which is fourth dimension on Earth. Okay, we're all kind of in time, but you're not stuck in time if you're moving through it. Someone is literally stuck. And so I really feel like there's this moment, kind of like a tower moment, that happens to get them unstuck so that they can align with you. But they're going to be so angry, and it could cause a Five of Wands. That's what I'm picking up. It could cause a lot of conflict when this person awakens and they're so angry. Maybe it causes them to have a fight with a Leo. I don't know. Tell me about the near future. Someone literally feels stuck. Maybe even somebody feels like they can't even travel. They can't do things. And they're like, I can't travel. I can't do anything. I'm bound. Whatever it is, however somebody has to awaken. Tell me about the Knight of Coins, which is here twice. Virgo card twice. Knight of Coins twice. The Wheel of Fortune. So the near future is Jupiter energy, but Jupiter in the reverse. So for me, Jupiter in the upright is very lucky. But for me, Wheel of Fortune in reverse is kind of like Saturn hit. Somebody could even be going through with a Knight of Coins card and a Wheel of Fortune card. Somebody could even be going through their first Saturn return, especially somebody between the ages of 28 and 31. I was 28 when I went through my Saturn return, and I was 5 months pregnant, and I lost my father. Oh my God, I almost lost my daughter after that because I was depressed. And that was my first Saturn return. I was pregnant and I lost my dad. To lung cancer. And of course, I did quit smoking after that. So I used to smoke cigarettes in my 20s. It could be something like that. I don't know how this is going to happen. Maybe I'm asking for November. Maybe it will happen in November. But all I can tell you is there's a major change. A major change. And it involves you and someone else. And however somebody is awakening, I almost want to feel like it's a hard awakening. Like it's a slap in the face. It's a shot in the dark. It's, and somebody ends up being in so much regret for wasting time. Wow, they awaken. Tell me about the Six of Blades reverse, the Eight of Wands reverse. That's literally being stuck. Don't know what to say. Don't know how to get there. Don't know where to go. Ace of Cups. Five of Swords right there. Awakening. I really feel like somebody awakens to love and they tell you, because there's what I like. This was not what I had channeled, so this is good. I like this. This is where I want this to go for most people. 10 of Cups, 3 of Discs, Ace of Cups. This is a conversation about love. This leads to love. It could be even a work relationship, or a place where you're moving to where you love it, okay? Because sometimes 3 of Pentacles is like a community, a new community. And the Ace of Cups, love. You'll love it, or you could expand the family. So whatever this awakening that someone is having, whatever awakening is happening to someone, because it's majorly happening. I got another awakening card right here. I feel like it's long overdue, and I feel like somebody's really angry because they have took so much time. They have taken so much time. Somebody could have Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, just like they have taken so much time to close out a cycle, to make this happen. Whoever that is, they're going to be angry with themselves. Tell me about the world, new beginning. The moon, Pisces energy, and Princess of Swords reverse. Princess of Swords is finding out something after searching for it. And somebody finds out something after searching for it, and it causes a major awakening. And there's literally a map here. I'm going to need these cards for my premonition that I had. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. And if you're faint of heart, you're not going to want to hear my premonition because I don't want to read your comments. You can just cut off the video if you don't want to hear my premonition. I don't want to hear the comments about it at all because my gift is my gift, and I don't apologize for that. But somebody finds out something in their life and they make that's it. They change, period. There's no figuring it out from that point. It's instant change. After a long time, here come that Knight of Pentacles again. I guess I didn't have the second one out, but here it is. And it's after a hard delivery from the universe. It's after a hard hit from the universe. Somebody was stuck, or even somebody can wake up and realize that somebody was doing some sort of work and keeping them stuck as well. But whatever it is, they're angry that they wasted all this time. Tell me about the Seven of Coins. They learned something. Tell me about the Seven of Coins. The Eight of Swords. Now, for some of you, this is a person who has been thinking about you, being with you, thinking about settling down. They could have been on a partying path, you know what I mean? I don't have the Three of Cups. I just have, you know, those people look like they're partying. I don't know what somebody finds out. I don't know what kind of information. It's not showing me that. It's just an information that's going to cause a whirlwind of emotion. And it's going to be more on the angry side. But it's the type of anger that causes positive change. It's like somebody gets mad enough to change it, to do something about it. You know what I mean? They just get tired of it and they do something about it for once and for all, or they at least try to. They follow in your footsteps in some kind of way, or they follow you or come after you. I feel like you've done this, or you had a premonition, or you've told them, I don't know. But something majorly awakens in them. They're angry. I got a Five of Wands and a Five of Swords. Tell me about the Nine of Blades in the reverse. Ace of Discs. Brand new beginning. Karmic energies out, or an Aries, Leo, Sag. Six of Discs. Somebody starts getting breadcrumbs. This Nine of Swords in the reverse person. Eight of Discs in the reverse. Okay, so it's this person. This person finds out some major piece of information, and it causes them to make an instant life decision. I don't know how they find it out. Okay, I think it's going to be different. I think it's one of those, this is one of those readings where the universe is like, you're just going to have to trust us. We're handing out everything that needs to get handed out to everybody right now who needs this change. This could be for everybody, for all I know. It could be for everybody that's going to go through something, learn something because they haven't changed it, and it's going to cause change. And like I say, I always start with health because we all have got to be responsible for our health for some reason. But if this is you, you're going to make an instant change to go in a new direction or to stop something. You're going to make, and it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be very quick. Or if this is somebody coming toward you, which is what I really feel, it's going to be quick after they find out this information. Anyway, we're going to close out with this, and then I will say the premonition, because I had this dream. a while back, and so maybe it's somebody here, right? But as far as your tarot reading is concerned, the tarot reading is over after I read these 2 cards. Anyways, I want to thank all of you beautiful people for showing up. We have the moon, and it says, take note of intuitive messages, but it came out in the reverse, and I think that might have something to do with my premonition. We have a knight, be brave and honest. And there is a knight energy that is here, okay? And I feel it's a very brave and honest person. So there is a person who is going through a metamorphosis and making their way toward you. And I think they're going to be 100% honest with you and everyone else when this happens. And it's going to make some people a certain kind of way. And that's okay. So I'm going to close out the reading. And I'm going to tell you, those of you who are for the reading for that, thank you for being here, and namaste. Now, anybody wants to hear the premonition I had, I'm going to say it as fast as I can without getting into it because it's kind of heavy. But here's the premonition. All right, I had a dream. It was either the beginning of this year or the end of last year. And I don't know who it involves. That's why I've not said anything, okay? But kind of what I dreamt about is coming out here. And it's somebody loses somebody, but in the weirdest way. And it's, you know, hopefully it's not me, because I've lost my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunts, and my uncles. Like I have my children. Yeah, I have my small family that I have created here, but I like the ones who brought me in, they're not here, okay? And I had a dream that there was somebody who had a couple of drinks or had a drink with some family or friends, right? Kind of like what would happen on a Halloween night, all right? So that's why I'm hoping it doesn't happen tonight. I stay home on days where people drink and drive. I don't even leave my house just because, you know, it's where I live. It's kind of everybody partying, you know. But I had a dream. Somebody left a friend. Okay, they left where they were at, kind of like this. Kind of like this. They left. They're like, well, it's time for me to go. All right. I feel it's a person who doesn't drink irresponsibly, if that's a saying. I won't drink and drive, period. I won't do it. I won't even have a sip. I won't. But there are some people like, well, I can have a drink or two and drive. You know, their alcohol limit doesn't go on. But my dream, I had a person left, and then they were on their way home. And something about the moon hitting the water, and the person got confused. In my dream, the person got confused. So there was like, let's say the person is coming straight down the road, and in front of them is this like body or a retention pond, body of water, a retention pond or lake or whatever. And then there's a pathway, there's a road that goes around this. Okay, and you can go right or you can go left. But the person, I felt, got blinded by the moon or something. There was something blinding. That's in my dream. The person got blinded by the moon or the light, and they went straight into the water. And I know this is going to happen for someone, but I don't know who or what timeline. The reason I don't like talking about stuff like this is because I believe we have the absolute power to change our timeline to the highest timeline, the highest timeline, the highest timeline. So I don't try to bring this up. But I got goosebumps several times during this reading, and maybe this message will help somebody. But where it came down to was they were trying to find this person. So in other words, they're like, where is this person? You know, where is my mom, my sister, my brother, my husband, whoever this is, where is this person? And you got a lot of people trying to figure it out here. Like, where is this person at? If this is any consolation, if anything like this happens to somebody, look in a body of water. That's why they're not finding the person or the car. It's in a body of water. Somebody doesn't make it home and somebody calls. Somebody makes a phone call. So it's like if somebody has a kid at home, but not like a kid, but like a teenage kid or something like that. Or is there somebody they live at home with, and it's like, It's like there's some sort of phone call, there's some sort of message that goes out like, hey, they're not home yet. And so it's like in my dream, these two people get together, family members, and they start sort of backtracking. Well, where were they at? Where were they at last? And when did you last talk to them? Trying to trace the steps to find this person, because this person just kind of disappears. If it's my dream, this person could be in a body of water. They got confused. They were not drunk. There could have been alcohol involved, but they were not drunk. They were confused. They were blinded by the light. I feel like they're blinded by the light of the moon, or blinded, and they ended up in the water. Anyway, that's my premonition. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a downer, but if I could save somebody or give somebody some sort of clarity, I don't know. I hope I can do that. But other than that, November is going to be a month where you guys get stuff done. It's going to be a month where you can revisit things you didn't get to complete and get those done as well. I feel like it's going to go by just as fast as all the other months. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll see you in your next video, and namaste, my friends.